What's going on, everybody? TNB Gaming here. I'm Jeremy. Cause isn't here right now, so we can't do the intro. Today, we're doing something a little different. We're going to be going over a bad habit that everyone makes in Smash, and usually this is a big match ender, and either way, it's going to be the end of your stock if you do this bad habit. So before we get into this, really quick, make sure you like and subscribe. This isn't our first time doing content like this, but we also do what ifs, tier lists, the whole shebang. Make sure you check that out. We have a bunch of playlists. And without further ado, let's get right into this. We're going to introduce the video today by showing you a match between the two of us. Shortly, Crumb is gonna lose his stock. You may or may not catch why he does. Did you catch that? He panic double jumps to get back to the stage after getting hit by the bike, and Wario hits him away from the stage, and hits him again so he can't recover back because he has no jump. So exactly how vulnerable are you when you have no double jump off stage? Well, for starters, if you get hit, then it's going to be really hard to come back to begin with. Some characters need their jump to get back, like most sorties, and characters with average or below average recoveries like Doc, like Marth, like they need their jump. Furthermore, you no longer have the mix-up of jumping. The only option you have is to up B early, which might not work out. And by this I mean characters usually have two options by up being early. They can up B early while they're off stage in general and try to drift back towards the stage. Or characters like Cat and Falcon can up B into their opponent if they're going after them. And if Cat and Falcon hits the up B, then he can up B again. And there are also characters who just ignore the up being to recover rule in general, like Kirby, Jigglypuff. Characters with more than two jumps, they rely on jumping back and using all of their jumps to get back. Well, not the rule. I mean, they avoid the dilemma of not having your jump and having to use an up B or another special move to get back. Or Yoshi has two really high jumps and he can kind of up B afterwards, but it doesn't help much. And you could also try an air dodge in there, but the bottom line is, if you lose your jump off stage, you're really in disadvantage and you can get edge guarded really easily, so you can kiss your stock goodbye. Lastly, I'm going to go over something that may happen to you a lot. Picture this scenario. You're getting comboed and then you get hit far off stage. Then you think, oh, I'll just jump back. So you flick the stick up, or press X, and nothing happens. And you think, stupid netcode, I'll just try again. The input didn't go through. And nothing happens. Well, what happened? Well, what happened here is you used your jump and you didn't know, and it happened while you were getting hit. Happens a lot. So what are ways to avoid this? How do you know when you used your jump? One way is to pay attention and watch your character to see if they jump right before getting hit by looking for the circle. Then you'll know if you jumped. The other way is to pay attention to your character's aura. If they have smoke around them, then you have used your jump. This is something to pay attention to so you don't SD. It'll save you lots of stocks. After getting hit off stage, most beginners tend to jump immediately, as to try to get back on stage as quickly as possible. They usually throw in an aerial while doing so. The idea is usually to get over the opponent. Big beginner mistake. This is extremely easy to punish and bait out. Even if you delay it and mix up timings and moves, all it takes is a backdash and smash attack, or just waiting and throwing out an aerial, then it's just over like that. This is one of the worst things you can do, as when you get punished you will be left with no jump, and like we talked about before, you're probably done. Even if you do connect the move that you throw out, the risk is way too high for the small reward you get. Here is a much better alternative. Start fast falling down and up B to recover to the ledge. This is called a low recovery and it's much safer. And be sure to throw in mix-ups, of course, like air dodge, up B early, fake going high. There's some other ones too, and we'll go over them as we talk about the more bad things that people do. Another thing you need to watch out for is people trying to fake you out and make you use your double jump. What they'll do is go off stage and pretend to hit you with an aerial or a projectile, but they're actually baiting you to jump and then actually hit you. There are many ways to deal with this, like hitting them while they're waiting, or simply holding away from them to avoid getting hit, like holding the opposite direction away from them so you can kind of stall off stage a little bit. Or you can air dodge, and some characters can also stall off stage, usually with like a special move, like Mewtwo has Confusion, Jigglypuff has Side B, most of the sorties have Dancing Blade to stall, Mario has cape to stall, and Joker can kind of stall with his gun. Peach obviously has float, and then there are some other more specific options, but these are the main ones. And like I said before, they can also force you to jump by shooting projectiles at you. So you can try to fast fall below them, if not, you have to air dodge. And you can also take the bait and jump as a mix-up, but this is really risky and be cautious while doing this. And you should only do this if they start really catching on to what you're doing. And that's going to wrap things up for this video. As always, if you enjoyed it, make sure to comment what you liked about it. We feel this kind of content, these kind of videos are really helpful for beginners and even people who are still trying to get better at the game. So we enjoy making stuff like this, and we found it to be very helpful to others, so we're definitely going to keep making videos like this. Have a good afternoon, morning, evening, whenever you're watching this, and peace out, guys.